Hi everybody. I trusting the Wi-Fi connection's gonna be good. I'm up in the mountain with me and my dog Sparky right over there, and we're up at the Sacred Rhino Rock, the rock shrine that I was led to some years ago, right behind me, and see if we can get it in the shot. There you can see it right behind me. There, that's better if I block the sun. You can see that very predominant horn sticking up, and this I was led to and shown that actually on the time of the equinox its shadow is cast on a big white rock right now 15 minutes before sunset. So that was the reason for me coming up here today, to honor this setting of the sun and the horn of the rhino. There you can see it just behind me over there, and there you can see the rock that it's shining onto is this big white rock, and look at that horn. So that is the horn of the rhinoceros, and it's my belief that the ancient peoples were engaged with this image of the rhino, and that on the day of balance, the equinox, it is cast in perfect silhouette, in perfect shadow onto this white screen, if you like, to honor the rhino and its connection to the sun at this time as we move into the equinox. So between this sunset and tomorrow's sunset, this is really the only time this is going to happen, and it is the fulcrum between the summer and the winter solstice, and this is this midpoint, this balancing point, the day of equal light and shadow. So I am up here because I will be engaged tomorrow for sunrise, of course, as some of you will be joining me. So I thought I would come up here and share this experience with you. This is my third time to actually witness this, and it was amazing because I was led by spirit and shown that this big white rock was going to be the TV screen, or the screen where the profile of the rhino was going to be cast, and the horn of the rhino. So that has just happened now in the last 5 minutes. It happens very quick. So I'm going to shift a little bit into position and keep watching the setting sun on the horn of the rhinoceros. So if I actually go to the alignment where the horn is, there it is. You will see the sun is sort of aligned with it right now. Sorry, I'm also trying to see where I am. Yeah, there we go. Woo. Sun setting on the tip of the rhino's nose. I'm going to get into a better position. So we can see that horn is extremely well presented, if you like, the horn of the rhinoceros. I'm going to turn my camera around and just talk to you a little bit, watching the sun going down, and I'll speak a little bit more. Okay, there we go. I can see better. There we go. Wow, look at that. So this is the awesome, amazing image of the rhinoceros with the sun setting on the equinox on the tip of the horn. And I'm going to share with you some of my research regarding the rhino and the sun. As you can see, it's very, very pronounced, the horn, and obviously very powerful and masculine energy. And the fact that this has all just been lined up to shine on the TV screen on that white rock that we saw the horn shining onto is pretty awesome. So how much of this has been engaged with, we may never know, but it sure is a very, very clear rhino head and the mouth. And according to the Naron tribe, and this is the Naron tribe that's from the central Kalahari, the Bushman tribe, they believed that as the sun came to set in the west, it turned into a rhinoceros. And it was killed by the people and eaten. And while they were, after they had feasted with abundance, they threw the shoulder blade back to the east, where in the morning the sun was reborn again. So the rhinoceros was most definitely an animal that had to do with the cycle, honoring of the cycle of life, and of course the rebirth of the new day. So what we're seeing here is, you can see the inverted triangle, which is the yoni, which is set where the sun is actually going to set on the ocean horizon. So again, we have the female kind of yoni on the horizon landscape, with the sun setting through in the center of the yoni, the sacred feminine, and then of course connecting with the horn of the rhinoceros, most definitely a masculine symbol. So the rhino teaches us mostly about ancient knowledge and teaches us how to know ourselves. So their eyesight is not that great, so they use their spiritual, they have much to do with awakening of the spiritual senses, and the horn is an extension of the kind of nostril, if you like, which is super sensitive to smell. So it's a very sensitive creature, and its sense of smell and hearing are very, very acute. So that extra projection on their nose is super sensitive. So it teaches us to, be able to look with our spirit eyes, to be more aware of what is going on around us. Sometimes all is not what it seems to be, and I think that the message that the spirit of the rhino has to share with us today is very apt, because of obviously humanity going through this so-called very crazy time where people are battling to see the truth. And of course this is the gift that the rhino has, is to have the ability to pierce through the veils, if you like, to look through the bullshit, and to see the truth. So this is a time that we are obviously very much involved with exactly that. What is real? Push through the hard times. Push through to your goals. This is all the spirit and the energy that the great rhino has to offer us. Wisdom, self-assurance, peacefulness, knowledge, sure-footedness. It's kind of unconventional. It has stamina, power, great grounding. And also, it's a solitary animal. Contemplation is one of its gifts. Much time to, and very peaceful to, very happy to be peaceful on its own, in its own space, contemplating life. So the gift of this amazing rhino is to teach us to stand tall and to take our position in our society, in our community. And I'm talking about like right now. This is the message. This is the gift and the spirit that the rhino has to offer us. And I was given this guidance to come up here about 2 days ago, and I knew obviously that it's going to be coming into alignment, but what I wasn't aware of was that tomorrow is actually World Rhino Day. So at this time of balance, the energy of the rhino is being pushed into the fore. So we have to sit up and take note, and to use the gift and the spirit and the insight, the deep insight, spiritual insight, the busting through the bullshit, seeing the truth energies of the amazing rhino. So a time to look deeper into your own life experiences, have gratitude for the nature of life within you and all around you. It'll help give you some perspective on your own life, and draw on your own innate wisdom within yourself. So these are things that we need to do for ourselves at this time. Draw on the interconnectedness of all nature and your connectedness to the animals and the plant kingdom, and in this case the spirit of the rhinoceros. Use his wisdom to help you to find your own innate wisdom within yourself. Find the inner strength within you, the resilience to push through. You know what a group of rhinoceroses is called? It's called a crash of all things, a crash, because they can crash through, they can bust through the veils of deceit, untruth, literally piercing through to the other side. And so not only does the rhino have this ancient Bushman connection to the sun, the fire of life, but also to the moon as well, through the works of Baba Credo Mutwa. And at this moment, I'm going to read to you from Isilwani, which is the book of Baba Credo Mutwa. If any of you have ever read it, it's an awesome book, and he's passed away earlier this year in February, and he was an awesome teacher. Great prophet and keeper of the African wisdom and knowledge. Just bear with me while I try to find my page with one hand. So this is sunset. One day before the equinox, actually between this sunset and tomorrow's sunset is really the full turning of the sun. So it's awesome to be up here connecting with the rhino, and I'm just in full gratitude for the great spirit of Mother Earth, Father Sky, for creating this awesome, amazing, clear, beautiful, clear sunset this evening that I can share with you. I'm going to read Praise the Song to the Rhinoceros by Baba Credo Mutwa. Long may his spirit soar. It goes, Ubayani, you are the thunder of the valleys. You are the roar among the mountains. You are the noise upon the plains. And you are the horn that the moon loves to kiss. You are the rhinoceros. You are the invincible one. You are the weak eye that sees into the years that are yet to come. You are the sharp ear that hears a lover's whisper in the tall grass. You are the great foot that tramples everything into the ground. You are the delight of the wood carvers. You are the joy of the painters. You are the song of those who cast in metal. You are Ubayani, the rhinoceros. Together with the elephant Ndlovu, many generations ago, you danced the world into existence so that green things may grow upon this world. You are the one who urinates backwards while other animals urinate towards the ground. And it is said that those who have been covered with your urine in the forest will know the headbands of kingship. You are Ubayana, the rhinoceros. You are the darling of the waxing moon. You are the lover of the waning moon. You are the thunder of the mountains. You are the vibration of the rocky ground. You are the hard-working one, the laborer who labored so that the Earth Mother might plant green things upon this earth. You are Ubayani. You, whose dung unites the nations of Africa. When the great kings who fought many great battles wanted to make peace between themselves and their enemies, they walked together, friend and enemy and former enemy, into a heap of your dung, Ubayani. And then they washed each other's feet with the milk of the young cows as the sun rose early the following morning. For it was believed that the dung, Ubayani, which no one dares to set on fire to make a fire, can bring peace and take away the enmity between people. Ubayani, long may you roar across the plains of Africa. Long may you be seen as a mighty bulk moving between the trees, at one with the tall anthills and the great rocks, invisible to the unpracticed eye. So still you stand behind a tree, watching with weak eyes the approaching enemy, unaware of your presence. Ubayani, symbol of our greatest kings, you, whose escape from confinement is the darling of all poets. You, who are the symbol of independence of the human soul and its untamability. They kill you for nothing, Ubayani, for your horn. And yet your horn is sacred to the moon and not to wife-stealing dogs. Ubayani, long may you urinate upon the plains of Africa. Long may you make the land wet with your urine. For it is said that the tree upon which you urinate shall grow to become the tallest tree in the forest. And the person upon whom you urinate will become famous from one end of the world to the other. Ubayani, animal of our forefathers, pillar of the land of Africa, post that supports the green world that we know. Long may you live, Ubayani. May you have 1,000 sons and 1,000,000 daughters, O beloved of the moon goddess, Bayeti. So blessings to Baba Credo Mutua for all his gifts that he has shared through his works, through his teachings, and through his beautiful books and poems and songs. Let the lamp of peace to shine in the north, in the south, in the east and west. Let the lamp of light to shine. And so now, at the last setting of the sun, I'm going to move to a position where I can better see and sit and watch the sun on the horn and show you as well, and we'll go into a bit of prayer and meditation in support of these amazing creatures, these great teachers of Africa and the world. And so if you can all just hold in your hearts the great spirit of the rhinoceros. And we ask the great spirit that shines within us and all around us to forgive us, humanity, us humans, for our unconscious ways, our cruel killing of the rhinoceros, the ancient wisdom keepers. We ask you, O great spirit of the rhinoceros, to forgive us. We're sorry. We thank you for all that you share with us. We love you with all our heart and all our soul. And we send out a prayer and an intention across the world for all humanity to wake up, to stop their cruel hunting for the rhinoceros horn, for self-serving intentions. We pray that this will stop, and that the love and the respect for all life and all nature shall return to humanity at this time. And we give thanks and gratitude to our great mother, our earth mother, our Father Sky, for all the love that they hold and create and nurture. We are truly blessed to be part of this world, of this nature, to be alive, to experience the beauty all around us. We ask you to please forgive us. Earth, wind, sky, and sea. You are inside and all around me. Oh, Great Spirit, earth, wind, sky, and sea. You are inside and all around me. Oh, Great Spirit, earth, wind, sky, and sea. You are inside and all around me. Oh, Great Spirit, earth, wind, sky, and sea. You are inside and all around me. Oh, Great Spirit, earth, wind, sky, and sea. You are inside and all around me. Oh, Great Spirit, earth, wind, sky, and sea. You are inside and all around me. Oh, Great Spirit, earth, wind, sky, and sea. You are inside and all around me. Oh, Great Spirit, earth, wind, sky, and sea. You are inside and all around me. Oh, Great Spirit, earth, wind, sky, and sea. You are inside and all around me. Suko, Hachiva, Namai. We thank you, Great Spirit of the Rhinoceros, for all your wisdom, for all your teachings. We ask that you help us to pierce through the veils of untruth that come into our lives. Help us bust through all bullshit in our lives and come out with clarity and see clearly the truth before us. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. you, everybody. Were we not blessed with such an awesome sunset? Thank you for watching with me, being here with me. Please continue to share your prayers for the rhino going forward. Tomorrow, World Rhino Day, so continue your prayers. Pull in the spirit of the rhino to help you to push through these times. Thank you for watching. Much love, blessings to you all at this time of balance. May you find your God center strong and firm within yourself. Stand true, walk your path, shine your light, sing your song. Be the change you want in this world. Much love, blessings to you all.